Hi you guys, it's me, back at it again with another video. And I know this may be a little different because I do ASMRs, but I've been really thinking and I kind of want to do like talking videos. I know sometimes I don't talk because, let's be honest, I don't have a lot to say. And I kind of been wanting to talk about something, so I decided why not and just go for it. I would love any comments that you guys can give me. If you guys like it, if you guys don't like it, if you guys, I was kind of thinking of doing it twice a week videos, 1 week a ASMR and 1 week a talking video, and then that talking video can be story time. Excuse me. It can be story time. It can be my thoughts, my feelings, how I went today, what's going on in the world, etc., etc. So the topic of the day that I want to talk about is being an overthinker, and how does it feel, and things that I kind of go through in my life, being the fact that I'm an overthinker, and I literally overthink everything. So I'm trying this noodle today. It was recommended to me by a friend. This is what it looks like. I don't want to spill it, but I will definitely give you guys a close up. So this is my first time trying this noodle, and I'm going to let you know how I think about it. I'm starving. It's actually better than what I thought. Because when I was making it, when I had put the package in the noodles, it smelled like this funky, spicy noodle I've tried before, and it was just horrible. It literally tasted like sewage water. It was just the most disgusting thing I've ever had. And to drink, I know it says McDonald's. I know it's advertising McDonald's. I work there, so I just take the cups. Not take the cups, but when I take a drink, I usually reuse the cup about 3 or 4 times. I don't care how anybody feels about that. That's just me. So to drink, I have cranberry and grape. It's the bomb. It's one of the best juices ever. Okay, so let's get a couple more bites in, and we will totally start talking about the topic. Are you guys okay right there? Should I move you back a little bit? Okay. So, being that I am an overthinker, obviously, I overthink things. But you may, for people who aren't overthinkers, or people who are overthinkers, maybe you can relate to this. It isn't always big things that I overthink, such as an argument or what happened throughout my day, or even future plans. It could be like the smallest things. It could be a mistake that I did. It could be something that I laughed at, or anything that happened. Personally for me, sometimes I do my greatest and biggest thinking in the shower and when I'm in bed. And sometimes I can think about things that maybe I hurt my little sister's feelings maybe like 5-10 years ago. And I'll think about that exact moment. And in my head, I can visually think about that day perfectly. The moment that I'm thinking about, it just never erases. It doesn't matter 5, 10, 20 years from now. It doesn't matter if it happened. It doesn't matter if it was a small thing for other people. Like, have you ever kept a memory that you can picture so vividly? You can remember what people say, and you tell that memory to somebody else, and they're like, "What? What? That really happened?" And with me, maybe I'm an overthinker for the simple fact that I keep a lot of my feelings, emotions, thoughts bottled up because I'm the type of person like if me and you are in a room and I want to say something, sometimes I'll think about it 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times before I say it. For the simple fact is that I want to know that what I'm saying, my point could get across how I want it. Sometimes I'm a type of person that I don't think about what I say and it just comes out like, and I hurt people's feelings. And then it's like other times I think about so much what I want to say that maybe you can say I lose opportunities because of that. Excuse me. So, yeah. Also, it's like sometimes like being an overthinker, I'll think about something so much that I'm literally like, it's literally eating my emotion, you know what I'm saying? Like, all I can do is think about that. I wake up thinking about that, go to sleep thinking about it. Yeah. Another thing that I've realized about myself growing up is that I am I'm not a confrontational person. The soup is so good. So good. I'm gonna say something, but I'm not throwing subs to anybody. I don't know how mukbangers do it. They can literally eat like a whole meal or half of a meal and not take one sip of a drink or not have even a drink in sight. And it's just, I'm the type of person that it don't matter what I'm eating, I always need something to drink. So it's like when I see people eat a meal and they don't drink anything, it's like, you're a warrior. So going back to what I was saying, I'm not a confrontational person, but I it's not like, okay, let me clear it up. If I'm in a situation where I have to defend myself, best to believe I will. But I'm not the person who likes to fight and stuff like that, because when I see people fight, I feel they look like animals. It's like, what, we're gonna beat each other, and then that's gonna let go of our anger, and then what? Either never see each other again, or excuse me, have to be adults, build a bridge, cross it, and get over it. So I'm just, excuse me, I'm just the type of person who is super laid back. I'm down to earth, and it's just, since I was young, I just never like to hear mouth. For people who don't understand, like, what do you mean you don't like to hear mouth? I don't like when I do something for somebody to, how can I say this in English? I don't like when people make a remark about it, or I know that you feel uncomfortable about this. That's why I do the type of things I do around certain people. Or I don't, you know what I'm saying? Or I do it in my comfort of my privacy, for some fact that I just don't like people being like, I don't like being in that type of situation where I do something and somebody's like, oh, I don't like that you did this. Or, oh, you need to do this, you need to live this type of way. So I just don't like hearing mouth. Even, I'm just that type of person, like, even at my job, like, I have a morning manager who she's old, and I don't want to get too much into that because that's another story time. But like, for example, I know that she likes certain stuff. I know the way that she is, so it's like with her, I have to be a certain type of way. I'm the type of person who's an analyst. I notice details even when I don't want to or realize that I am. I notice the smallest things. I notice when somebody's feeling some type of way. I know when somebody's gonna move a certain type of way. So I'm just the type of person that, like, for example, if you don't like the smell of strawberries, like strawberry perfume, I know when I go see you to not put strawberry perfume, for the simple fact that I don't want to be hanging out with you having a good time, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, well, I don't like strawberry perfume, so, you know what I'm saying? Because I just don't like putting myself in a predicament where I have to hear somebody lecture me or constantly keep telling me the same thing. So I remove anything that can put myself in that type of situation. And I realized that, and that's why I'm able to grow as a person, because because when I was younger, I was paying attention to everything but myself. I was paying attention to everything but my body, my soul, my mind, and my spirit. And now that I'm not saying I'm grown, but I definitely am growing up. It's like, now I realize, like, for example, small things, like, I didn't realize before that my skin was sensitive. Now I realize that my skin is sensitive. I have to be careful on what type of products I use. I have to actually see how a product is on my skin to see whether I like it or not. And small stuff like that. Like, I realized that I just don't like being in a situation where somebody feels like they can tell me what to do, you know? And being that I'm not confrontational and I'm an overthinker, it's like if I am put in that situation where somebody is telling me something, is like I think about, okay, what could I have done to stop that? And then I think about everything that happened before, after, in the middle of that, not argument, but lecture. But yeah. But I've come to realize I'm not perfect. And I've tried to, as I grow, teach myself to be comfortable in my own skin. You know what I'm saying? I have a lot of amazing characteristics. And there's a lot of things that other people love about me that I've had to learn to start loving about myself. Sorry. Let's get a taste of the juice. Definitely not bad. Made me runny. It's a spicy, it's a spicy chicken flavored soup. Definitely, if you ever have congestion, sick, recommend the spicy soup. That's it. This is what the soup looks like. Not the soup, the juices. So that's a little bit of an insider into my mind. Oops, sorry. Let me know how you guys feel about this. If you guys like it or not. If you guys just want me to go back and just shut up and eat. I'm totally always welcome to comments. So just please leave me a comment below. Let me know whether you liked it, didn't like it, any suggestions if you guys want. If you guys want me to try anything that you like to eat or anything that you would like me to see. I mean, anything that you would like to see me eat. If you guys want me to do story time or a days at my job or stuff that's happened to me at my job. Or growing up in a Hispanic household, you let me know what you want. It was, as always, it's great seeing you guys and talking to you guys. And I'll see you soon.